Aloha, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's see what I'm up to today. I have this beautiful ornament mold, and we're going to be making a ornament for the Christmas tree. But first, I wanted to show you guys this mold that I found while I was cruising around on Amazon. Y'all, you're not going to guess how much I paid for this mold right here. $3.99. If that's not a deal, I'll pay for line. Now I'm going to put the picture of it in the corner up here, or the left or the right. Here's the other piece of the mold. Look how thick that is. And then here's the other piece of the mold. I really think it's probably a matte mold though, but that's all right. Those are pretty too. I did see that the mold went up to $6.99 though, but that's not what I paid for it. I paid $3.99, you guys. And I was super excited about that sale, so I had to share it with y'all. Okay, now we're going to start with I mixed up 60 mils of Let's Resin epoxy. We're probably not going to need that much, but we'll see. I got some green glitter out here. It's mixed with like a kind of like iridescent white glitter too. See there? And it's beautiful. And then we're going to be using my pop gold that I get from Joann's Fabric. I put that in the wrong cup. Oh, well, I might as well roll with it now. I can't dig the glitter out. I had made the cup over there to the right that I don't have anything in. It's got a little bit of resin in it. The one I'm picking up now, it has just a little bit of resin in it, and that's what I was going to use for our mousse and the log and the little tree that's in the mold in the picture. But I ended up pouring the gold into the other cup. So we're going to go ahead and use this glitter right here, the holographic pink, in this cup. And I'm probably going to end up having to make a little bit more resin to go in this. I don't know. We'll see how far we get with it. We might make it. And I have these pretty inclusions. They have some gingerbreads in there, some candy canes, some silver pearls, not silver, gold pearls, and some pretty little pink like candy pieces. And I thought they would look beautiful in our ornament here. I have told you guys before that the traditional Christmas colors are not my favorite. My favorite Christmas colors are like the holographic blue, the holographic pink, the holographic greens, and blues and things like that, and silver and gold for Christmas. That's my favorite. So I spritzed a little bit of alcohol in the mold, and we're going to go ahead and pour this holographic pink on the outer edge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share this with you all because I did cut it out of my video. The inclusions that I showed you, the gingerbreads and the candy canes and the gold pearls and stuff in that little bag, I ended up putting them in the, you see where I'm pouring at right now? The inner circle right there. I thought that you was to use that piece too in the mold, but you don't. You do not pour the second ring. You skip it. And you pour the center right there that has the 4 little squares in it. You pour that. You do not pour the second ring. You skip it. So that's what I put my little inclusions in. I dropped the clear resin down in there, and I put the inclusions in it. And it was so pretty. But when I demolded it, you don't use that part. So I just went ahead and chunked it because it's of no use to me. There's nothing I can do with it. And I cut it out of my video just, to save on time. But I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys in case y'all do have this mold and you haven't casted in it yet. Just a FYI for you. Skip the second ring. See, I took it out of my video, but you can see it in here now. I created in that second ring right there. It's got my inclusions in it. And then now we're going to go ahead and drop in the gold glitter in the next part of the mold. And I'm going to add some green to it too, because this piece right here is going to be what our mousse and our trees snap onto. So I want to make it look like a little bit of green grass and a little bit of brown, kind of like it's changing seasons, coming in from the summer to the winter where things are a little bit brown, but a little bit green. So that's kind of the look I was going for. I'm going to add a little bit more. It's not quite filled up to the top. And I know that resin shrinks a little when it cures, so I really like to get it, filled to the top. Now I'm taking my little silicone brush here and I'm going around the edges and just, making sure that glitter is poked down, down into my resin, and making sure there's no bubbles up against the edge of the mold. Now I'm going to use my heat gun, pop any surface bubbles. And spritz a little bit of alcohol. Okay, I spritzed a little bit of alcohol in the mold. And then I realized that, you see that tree that I just pointed at? I want to get one of my inlays that I made. And it's kind of messed up because it bumped up in the center there. So I'm just going to use it to cut and put in pieces. So let's try to cut a little piece out and put it in that tree right here and see if we can get it to look like a crystal tree. And I'm just trying to see if I can try to get the shape of the tree. I'm probably not going to be able to get it this way because this pen is not even writing on this silicone. But I'm going to attempt to try it anyway. I know there's no way I'm going to get that cut out the shape of that tree. But I got to start somewhere, so I'm probably going to be doing a lot of trimming off of this, and at least hopefully we'll get a little piece down in there. Okay, that's what I cut out right here. I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol on it, and then I'm going to put it down in there. It's pretty chunky in there, you guys, so I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to go ahead and put some of the green glitter down in there with the resin, and we'll just keep an eye on it and see if it'll settle down and if it'll still have enough epoxy behind it. If not, then we'll have to pull it out of there. Okay, I used that gold and I dropped it in our mousse, and then I'm going to drop it down here on the grass below the mousse, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the green and a little bit of gold down there. And my mousse has green legs or green hooves, so I'm going to take my silicone tip brush and dig that out of there so that the gold will seep down a little bit further. We can't have a mousse with green hooves. I guess we could. It is art after all. Okay, now I'm going to drop the green down in the trees. There are 3 trees, and they really look like beautiful Christmas trees. But they're just, supposed to be trees in the forest. Now I'm going to use the heat gun, pop any of those surface bubbles, spritz a little bit of alcohol, and now I'm just going to add a little bit of clear epoxy to this to fill it up all the way because I don't have any of the glitter and the resin left in my other cup. And it's leaving some bald spots in my trees. So I'm going to get the glitter and just drop some of it down in there. And then take my silicone tip brush and then push it down into the epoxy. I want to let everyone know that I went to my doctor's appointment today, and my doctor seems to think that I have a pulled muscle in my chest, because I was hurting in my chest, and it really scared me. But he seems to think I have picked up on something really heavy because my lungs sound clear and everything. So he did a lot of blood work and everything, so I won't know anything from that for a few days. But yeah, he put me on some meloxicam for inflammation and pain. So I have to wait 3 weeks and see if that works. And if it does, then we are good to go. If it doesn't, then that means I'm going to have some x-rays and, dig further into what the problem is. So y'all keep me in your prayers that it's just a pulled muscle. Okay, I threw this in, you guys. I got this mold right here from Temu, and I just chunked some resin in it. I really wasn't trying to make it all that pretty because I really wanted to see how high it set to see if we could put, like a nice big Christmas ornament on it or something. So I wanted to demold it with you all so y'all could see how big it is as well. This is the bottom piece to it. And it's crazy how I poured it. I poured it with a white, a green, and a red. And I put the white, the green, and the red, was poured on the bottom, right straight on the mold. And you could not tell it, from this. Look, all you see is the green. That is bizarre. I'm telling you, that is so bizarre, you guys. Because I put white and red on there too. But all you see is the green. That's a prime example of how resin does what resin wants to do. See, you can see up there on the tip where the hook's at, where you hang something, it's white. It got a little tad bit of white, but I promise you guys, I poured green, red, and white in there together. I didn't just pour green all on the mold, in the mold first. I poured all 3 colors in the mold. So there that is, and I think it turned out pretty nice. It does look like it'll hold a nice size ornament on it. I should have got the measurements for you guys too, but I forgot. Okay, now here's our Christmas tree ornament. Oh, look at that glitter, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? And then now you'll get to see that piece that I'm fixing to demold. Not this one. We're going to be using that one. This is the pink holographic ring. We will be using this part. And it turned out beautiful. I know the camera doesn't really pick up the holographicness of it, but it is beautiful. That glitter is dancing. And then this piece that I'm demolding now, this is the piece we won't use. And it turned out so cute. I just wish I could pick my my inclusions out and put them back in my bag. But they're gone bye-bye now. Now we're going to go ahead and demold our trees here. And that glitter turned out beautiful. I love it. And then here's our last piece. Oh, look at the moose. He's so cute. His legs still turned out green after I kept poking that down. Oh, well, he's a magical moose. He's a magical moose from my magical garden. And I'm just using that tape and cleaning my mold out. I was just going to show you guys how I clean my molds in case someone might be new to resin that's watching my channel. I just clean my molds with a little bit of tape like this. And then I grab my amazing mold release spray and I just spritz a little bit and then run my mold through it. And then I store it in a Ziploc bag flat. Okay, we're going to be using my Let's Resin UV bonder to put our little ornament together. I'm going to drop a little bit of that UV bonder down on my the little bottom piece of it, and I'm just going to clip it in there and then use the light to cure it up. There's 4 little spots on that center piece to where these pieces clip onto it. And I'm just putting a little bit of that UV bonder on it, pushing it down into the little holes, and then curing it up. And I'm just cleaning the bonder off of the outside where it spilled a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure it up. And here it is. Well, I'm going to bond the bottom of it before we take a look at it right quick. Make sure that it doesn't come out of there. How's everyone doing today? How is your Monday going? And here it is, you guys. It turned out beautiful. I'm just cleaning up my mess here a minute, and then we'll put the other piece on it together. This is where I find out that this piece does not go on there. Yeah, don't use this one. Save your resin. Save your inclusions. Don't do what I did. Okay, this piece right here just snaps right into there, like so. And there it is. There's your ornament. This is a 3D ornament, and it's a stunning. I purchased 3 or 4 different ones of these, and I can't wait to do the other ones. Now I'm going to get one of my little hangers here that you just run through the hole there, and then you hang it on your Christmas tree. I purchased these hangers from Temu, and they are wonderful. You just snap it shut right here, and they're really strong. They're nice. Let's hang it on here and see what it looks like. There it is. Isn't that super cute? So cute. Do any of y'all have this mold right here? If you don't, you might need to go get it because it is so cute, you guys. I got mine from Amazon, but I did see 1 or 2 of them on Temu. Yeah, Amazon had a bunch of them. And there's some little stars in this mold too right here. You can drop like some glitter or some UV resin in there. Okay, you guys, I want to share something else with y'all. I'm trying to pull my gloves up here. I purchased this mold, and it's some little tiny hats. Let's demold them and see what they look like. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. That is too stinking cute right there. Y'all are not going to believe what I bought this mold for. Are y'all ready to see what I bought this mold for? Look at that hat. It's got the cutest little bow on it. Let's go ahead and take the other one out, and then I'm going to share with you why I purchased this mold. And Miss Loretta, if you're watching, you are going to appreciate this, my friend. Miss Loretta loves birds just like I do. Okay, I'm going to grab my birds here. The pink bird is the one that I'm going to be putting on my my planter for my Jericho rose. But yes, I bought these 4 hats for my birds. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And it's the perfect size for the little birds. You can even put it on the bigger birds. It would be really cute on the bigger birds too. Not the real big ones, you know, but the birds that are a little bit bigger size up from these. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of that UV bonder on here, and then we're just going to bond it onto this little bird here and see what it looks like. There it is, you guys. The little hat matches the little gray tips and the little flower that I dropped down in the bird. It matches it perfectly. That is so cute. You are spunky, girl. Yes, you are. And then I put one on this little bird right here. I don't really like that color on that bird, but it's still cute, I guess. She's still sassy looking. What do y'all think about that? Aren't those cute? And then here's our ornament all put together. But it's still missing something, y'all. Let's put something extra on our ornament. Y'all want to? I think we should. I think we should put some extra stuff on our ornament. I'm going to go dig some stuff out, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have some things over here. I think our moose needs a little Christmas bell around his neck. So I cut my finger, y'all, in 2 different places, chopping up some onions. I had forgot that my husband sharpened my knife, and I was just getting it. And next thing I knew, I'd cut myself twice. And then I said, oops, I forgot. He had sharpened my knife. And I'm just going to take that little bell on that little string and tie it around his neck and then loop it through twice, and then we'll cut off the excess. And I think that'll hold it on there just fine. Okay, that's my first loop. Now I'm going to go ahead and loop it through again and tie another knot, and that should really keep it on there. And I may put a little dab of glue on there and cure it up too, just to make sure it doesn't come off. And I put a pink bell around his neck to match the pink holographic ring that's around the little scene in the center. I'm just going to cut the excess off of the string, and there it is. Isn't that cute? Okay, now let's see what else we can do. Let me dig over here in my box and see what else I can find. There's a little candy cane. No, that's not going to work. That's not cute. Let's dig around in here and see what else we can find. Oh, I found a pine cone, y'all. Look, a little bitty pine cone. I think that'll be so cute right there. Yes, we're going to glue that pine cone on. We need some snow. So I'm going to dig out a few pieces here and put them on my table, and then we'll glue them on here too. Let's get some of that liquid fusion squirted in a measuring cup. And I did speed this part up so I can just talk you through it. And now I'm just dabbing some of that glue on there, and I'm picking up the snow and placing it on the glue. Dabbing the glue, picking up the snow, placing it on. And I'm going to keep repeating that until I get enough snow down there that I'm happy with. I dropped my pine cone in the back there. Do y'all see it? I'm going to have to pull it out, and we'll glue it around some of the snow. See, there it is. I'm going to get a hefty amount of glue on my stick here and place it on there, and we'll put the pine cone on top of that right there. Okay, our tree, one of our trees needs some Christmas lights on it. So I'm going to start the lights off by gluing one of the lights down, like so. And that's going to help me run the Christmas lights around the tree. I'll wrap it around and glue, wrap it around and glue until I get enough lights on our tree. And these lights that I'm using, they are for scrapbooking, and I got them at Hobby Lobby in the scrapbook section. Okay, now I'm going to trim our excess lights off, and there we have it. Isn't that so cute? I wish it really lit up. That would have been awesome. Okay, now we're going to take this Merry Christmas here, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of it. I'm going to kind of brush it on because I don't want to put a whole lot on there. And then when we place it on our ornament, it'll start seeping out, and then you can see it on our ornament. I don't want that. That'll be tacky looking. So I'm just going to kind of lightly brush the glue on. So when we place it onto the ornament, it won't seep out of the sides. But it'll be enough on there to make sure it's nice and adhered to the ornament. And I'm going to use my tweezers here to kind of guide me to where I'm placing it in the right spot on the ornament. And then I'm just going to press it down to make sure it's on there good. Okay, let's take a look at it. I think that is beautiful. That just put the finishing touch on that ornament. What do you guys think? I think it turned out so cute. Okay, now I'm just going to put some of this stuff up, and then I'm going to go grab my holographic name tags that I like to put on all of my pieces. It just has my name on it, which is Epoxy Me That. I know a lot of people think that my channel is Epoxy M3 That, but it's Epoxy Me That. I just turned the three or the E around backwards to a 3 just to make it different from, anybody else that might be trying to use that name. Okay, now I'm going to take my little name tag here and I'm going to use the J-Diction High Viscosity UV Resin to place it on there. And all I do to make it simple and cute is I just put a stream of the UV resin on the piece. I'm just going to get one of my pieces out and have it ready because I like to do it pretty fast so the UV resin doesn't start seeping into, other areas. I just like it to be a nice little line of the UV resin. Okay, and then I go ahead and grab my name and then I stick it on there and I push it down to make sure it's covered in the UV resin. And I'm going to add a little bit more on top of there to make sure that my whole name is covered. It's not wanting to come out. Oh, maybe I didn't have enough of it down to the nozzle yet. Now let's try it. Oh yeah, there it goes. I put a little bit too much on there. But that's okay. I'm just going to even it out and then go ahead and get the light and cure it up. I'm just going to grab a stick here and make sure it's situated on there right. And now let's go ahead and cure it up. And I will go ahead and take it and put it under my Let's Resin UV lamp to make sure that it is really cured. But I'm just going to kind of get it set right now so that it won't start moving. And here it is, you guys. It's completely finished. What do you guys think? And then there's my name on the bottom. I think that snow and that bell on that moose is so cute. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.